and to our ever bustling, ever vibrant, ever growing, the city of destiny, Vishakhapatnam. As we have assembled today for the Andhra Pradesh Global Investors Summit 2023 in Vishakhapatnam, you will get a chance to hear about the remarkable advantages of the state, the varied opportunities that the state holds for investors from all walks of life. It is a very proud moment to each of us in the state to witness the remarkable response to the summit from all of you. Being on stage today with the who's who of the industry, Indian industry, and seeing the packed plenary hall today and reflects the tremendous confidence that the business ecosystem has in the state of Andhra Pradesh. And also the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, the dynamic Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu. Today, Andhra Pradesh is rapidly growing, progressing under his clear directions across all dimensions. Our Honorable Chief Minister has set a path for balanced regional development and sustainable economic growth inspired by the Navaratnalu, an elaborate model of governance comprising of a welfare and inclusive development-driven society. Our Honorable Chief Minister has ushered in a paradigm shift in governance in the state. His clear message for all of us has been to handhold entrepreneurs from conceptualization to commissioning to marketing their products. As a state, we are committed to reducing risks for industry and lowering costs for doing business, while providing a strong industrial ecosystem for all of you. The state of Andhra Pradesh is blessed with a government with complete political stability, with a strong political mandate. The governments can drive decisions which are not short-sighted, but aim at creating a wonderful future in the extended term. This kind of stability of government has provided the confidence that the industry requires to thrive in the state, focusing on long-term sustainable growth. The state's consistent number of ranking 1 in ease of doing business is clear reflection of this confidence shown by the industries in the state. Andhra Pradesh today offers a bouquet of opportunities of investors across the board. The state offers immense support to firms whether they are looking at taking advantage of global trade winds and investing in manufacturing of electronics, bulk drugs, textiles, whether they are large energy developers looking to tap into the huge potential of the state by building state-of-the-art energy storage systems or green hydrogen production plants. The state has always been home to technological savvy youth who are focusing on emerging technologies to solve today's problems or building state-of-the-art medical equipment that can save lives. Andhra Pradesh infrastructure has enabled creation of large clusters to develop petrochemical processing areas, pharmaceutical hubs, food processing clusters. Our strategic location helps transport goods both inward into the Indian hinterland or outward to East and Southeast Asia. Truly advantage Andhra Pradesh is an apt description of the state. Our state provides the leadership, stability and talent to build for both domestic and global markets. Our state focuses on economic, social, cultural growth while setting sights on the long term. Combined with the ability to leverage natural strengths of our state, I strongly believe the Andhra Pradesh is one of the champion states to propel the Indian economy forward. Our government recognizes the importance of task at hand and is committed to delivering what we have promised to the people of Andhra Pradesh. Let me once again thank you for participating in Andhra Pradesh Global Investors Summit 2023 and explore the abundant opportunities available here. We look forward to supporting your businesses in the state of Andhra Pradesh under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu. Thank you, Jai Hind, and once again we all welcome you to vibrant city of destiny, Vishakhapatnam. Thank you one and all.
Fundamentally, I think all of us have to accept one thing, which is the Telugu people, the people from both Andhra and Telangana play a very important role in the IT sector. And all this points back to the reforms that Mr. Naidu did in his first term as Chief Minister, which is to get a lot of investments in education. So we have a lot of engineering colleges come up. So we have amazing talent. And this talent has gone across the globe. And taking a leaf out of that, what we are looking at as Vishakhapatnam is, why can't we ride the wave of big data and the AI ML? So like when you look at Hyderabad, it was all the Y2K boom. So we have a next frontier that we can now do. And that's where I believe that Vishakhapatnam can play a very important role. So we have renewable power. It's a beautiful location. So I keep jokingly saying, if Bangalore were to marry Goa and have a baby, that would be Vishakhapatnam. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it's a great location, amazing manpower, and we have a progressive government, a government which is not just talking about ease of doing business, but speed of doing business. Because though lot other states have done on ease, but speed is the biggest challenge because investments have just gone up. And even a month, 2-month delay throws your entire business plan out of whack. So we understand that and we want to deliver on the speed of business promise. So Vishakhapatnam is going to be a focus from an IT perspective, our chemical, pharma perspective, and even medical devices manufacturing. So it's going to be a hub. We're going to do the entire ecosystem. All the ITIs, the polytechnics, all the engineering colleges there are going to focus on creating world-class curriculum and delivering on that promise. The flood that we had recently was 1 in 248 years event. And as you know, things are changing and we're going to have once in a century events happening more often. So as a state, we understand that. But this flood definitely caught us off guard. It was a flash flood. In greater parts of the city, we had more than 6 foot water. So, and it was the first time that we had to handle floods. As a state, we've handled cyclones and we have expertise in that. But then Mr. Naidu being Mr. Naidu said, why can't we use drones for delivery? And I remember quite a few of the operators saying that's not possible. I mean, we've used it for agriculture purpose. Being an Indian, we call the Jugaad model. We had a basket fitted, let's say, let's try it. And success, we actually managed to deliver food. I think I wouldn't say that it was the best model. I think it was a great beginning because we didn't have enough of drones. So I wish I had 2,000 drones. Then I could have delivered breakfast, lunch and dinner to every house. But I just had about 40 drones. And with that 40 drones, we did do a pilot. And I think it clearly gave us a direction of what India can do. And we're seeing other nations use drones to kill people. But I think India shows the way of how we can use drones in terms of relief and rehabilitation. So I think there's a lot of work that we've done there. Saying that, the second bit was the entire rehabilitation. So relief was done. How do you pay money? How do you rehabilitate people? Again, we put all the models out. We had a sandbox. All the images of the water from CCTV, from our drone footage was put out there. We had all the education institutions across the country and in Andhra Pradesh take a look at it, give us suggestions, start working on the models to tell us at what day, what level of water was in which area. So based on the amount of water outflow to the terrain, to where it's getting discharged, we could understand that better. So our rehabilitation, the money we were giving, it was amazing. We did this entire thing. 15 days after flood water receded, we doled out the money. And it was all done through online. I mean, online because thanks to Aadhaar, every bank account is connected. So we were able to marry technology in that sense much better. But saying that, I think it's very important to go back to the field. And that's something that Mr. Naidu used to do every day in the evening. So he would go out for 4 hours, waist deep water, jump in, understand, did things get delivered or not? Then feedback would come to us. I was manning the control room. So he would say, okay, food didn't get delivered in this house on this lane. And here's the lat long. And then we had to send the food. So I think that's always required. I think you need a feedback loop. The human loop is always required on how much of a technology you might have. So I believe we have a model to handle such crisis, not only for Andhra, but for the nation. And one task we have taken up as a state is we'll get about 2,000 drones in the agriculture sector. A lot of the spraying, the pesticides and so on and so forth actually can be done using drones. And then during an emergency, we can pull it out and use it for relief activities. So I think it's a great learning experience. And as a country and as a nation, we're just learning on how can we use this technology far better. We're going to compete with the other capitals in the world. Right. And that's our aspiration as a state. So as a state, we got bifurcated in the year 2014. So we are the new state, capitalist state. We started our journey from scratch, and Mr. Naidu is known for building cities ground up. An example of that is Hyderabad. So Hyderabad was built by the Nizam, Secunderabad by the British, and Hyderabad by Mr. Naidu. He has a great contribution in that. So he's known for it, and he brought the same vision, but he said, let's do this from scratch, and a completely green field. And the beauty of this project is not just the technology bit, but the human angle, where not even an acre was owned by the government, it was owned by the farmers. So we pooled the land from the farmers, where developed land went back to the farmers. So how do you make farmers part of this growth, the economic growth that we're going to deliver? So and that's very unique in that sense. And we started off with that project. It is going to be India's world-class city. It's going to be all green powered. It's a city that's going to have district cooling system, like how you have power, water coming and gas coming home. You'll actually have air conditioning coming as service. So we're looking at various efficient models that have been deployed across the world that can enable us to leapfrog as a city. That's one part. The second part comes to the entire knowledge bit. If you look at it, we already have India's premier institutes like SRM, VIT, already having campuses there, and they're creating world-class students, faculty coming out of that area, and more campuses are going to come. So that's where the entire knowledge economy is going to get kickstarted. And saying that, as a government, we are very passionate about real-time governance. We did this in the past between 14 and 19. But now things have changed. Now government can be in your phone. So why should you go to office? And single question is that. So when you push a button, you're able to watch a movie. When you push a button, you're able to get a cab or groceries or lunch or dinner. Why can't government be that responsive? And that's a straight question that I get asked by the Honorable Chief Minister. Saying that, phase one, we're working with various platforms, and the phase one, we intend to deliver about close to 100 government services via any platform to your phone, number one. Number two, we want to use AI, and we are in talks, we are actually piloting it. And there are amazing examples of how AI can sort of improve the efficiency of government delivery. And the various instances where I believe we could have done much better than we did in the past. So you'll see in the next 100 days AI being deployed in governance, and also helping ministers, bureaucrats take decisions